As I was driving into work this morning, I felt just like a lot of love energy and tenderheartedness. I'll call it that, like a tender heart, a tender open heart of just like love energy flowing through. And I felt, oh, I could just cry, but from just love tears flowing through me. And then in my first session with someone today, we're talking about one of their loved ones, and I'm hearing count on me, count on me, count on me, and connected to a song. I'm like, this is definitely a song. Do you know this song? They're like, no. And I looked it up afterward, and it is the Bruno Mars song, Count on Me. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. And I thought, well, all right then. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, right? Okay, I hear you. And this feels very important, because I just recorded that video yesterday that was talking about descending and ascending number sequences. And here we have like a part of what we're trying to tell you is you can count on me. You can count on me. And the wholeness that we come into from healing that allows us to feel our worth and our value from the inside out is meant to open up a whole new world of opportunity and availability for a different type of love energy to be flowing to you and through you. It's not just meant to be coming from, right? It is from this place of wholeness. You have a different level of receptivity to notice, observe, and experience true love energy. And when I say that, true love is not squeezed down into a category of romance. It's a depth. It's a depth much far beyond that singular category. And it is immeasurable and for you and for you. And as we heal, I talk to people about understanding this process with the allowance energy of the difference between a light switch that is, I'm thinking of one of those old ones that is like a big, a big kind of switch, right? Like click on, off. And it's much more of like the dimmer kind of switch as our frequency is shifting. And we have the ebb and flow that is the natural wave pattern of all growth in nature, in life, in humanity, all follows a nonlinear kind of wave pattern like this, right? It's never a one for one linear growth pattern. And this is going to sometimes feel like, oh, I'm in and out, I'm in and out, I'm in and out of this pocket as our frequency is adjusting, and we're going through that recalibration from the fear and the human identity echoing these things that say connection is not safe and don't count on anyone, just count on yourself, right? And this is all pulling you out of a wholeness inside of the inner union. Love is not a threat. Love is not a threat. It just isn't. And in that place, there is, the dichotomy or duality neutralizes when we really hold the truth and the power and the eternal nature of love. From this place, we know love has no opposite. Love has no opposite. It is not the duality that we're used to from the human mind going, the opposite of hot is cold. The opposite of big is small. The opposite of love is hate. Like, nope, that fades away. or the opposite of love is loss, right? That fades away. It is meant to dissolve. When we're really in that inner healing, where we come to the wholeness and the union, when you're in that pocket, you feel that that is not truth. Love, 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 love is all there is. Love is all there is. When I was first going through my spiritual awakening 7 or 8 years ago, there were several songs that were repeated, and that was one of them. Love, 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 love is all there is. Another was all you need is love. Love is all you need. And then I know these are like all from the same like artist, right? And yeah, so I love that speaking to me. So the I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. Those songs, every little thing's gonna be all right. I know I've talked about that. Those were the original ones. There's another one. What is it? Help me out here. Oh, a choir of angels gathers above my head. Come sail away, come sail away with me. I think that one would pop in sometimes. I'll have to look back through my journal to see what else. What are we getting at? I think we're just getting at the place where you come into wholeness and the sense of love has a risk starts to melt away, and we realize that that's not actually true. Loving, true love, loving, love energy is just simply not a threat. It's just not, right? It's not. I don't know how else to explain that right now. And maybe it'll unfold more. And as it does, follow up videos to that, because I still have my own human stuff that the dimmer switch on this ascension, that I can feel little pockets where I can go in and out of this, right? Where I feel really inside of the truth of my love energy. And I just feel like I don't need to discern how authentic or loving to be based on, do other people have a safe capacity to receive me and to see me like this? It's that part is shedding. It is releasing as I am growing my own sense of coming more and more into trust that the light of my soul's essence from the highest truth, the brighter that shines in its wholeness, that itself is the protection. That is the protection. And it's such a challenging thing when the things we learn from the human associations that really comes from fear as the teacher says everything otherwise. It says it's not safe to be seen. Pull it in, dim the light. Try not to let other people see you, right? By dimming that light. And then we're in the cold and we're wondering, brr, why am I shivering here? And the warmth of our own light has receded to a point that we have accidentally left ourselves out in the cold through these illusions of separation that convince us that it's not safe to be seen. And this might seem like a funny or silly little kind of example to share here, but I'm going to share that and be authentic and vulnerable with it, to say when I was in a more unhealed, fractured energy inside of myself, the defensiveness there definitely registers through that sense of it's not safe to be seen and I'm alone, and so I'm going to um, make that hole even deeper. And it's like you don't realize you're doing that, right? But you so believe this reality, and how that would look is like genuinely. when I would go into a store and I would notice people looking at me, I wouldn't like it. And I would feel like perturbed. Like, I don't want to say how dare you look at me, but kind of like defensive. Yeah. Why is everybody looking at me? What are you looking at? Stop looking at me. Like that kind of thing. I didn't want to be looked at. I didn't want to be looked at. And I was just like feeling small and defensive, you know? It's such an interesting thing because it's this, finger trap thing of like the wound is perpetuating itself and manifesting in this reality. Like, I don't feel seen to my core in a way that is safe, authentic, and true. And when I've been viewed, when I've been viewed by other people, it has left me feeling that I've been misinterpreted, devalued, misunderstood, reduced, diminished, objectified, whatever things you want to throw in there, right? And so then we take those experiences and the hurt that it creates, tells us we're alone here. And so now we have an unmet need of craving to be seen for our worth and our value in a way where our soul's energy radiates out and you can feel other people witnessing that. And you can tell energetically that they're looking at you with a different depth than they have before. It's like, this is what we crave. But when we're in the inner world of it's not safe, don't look at me, you're not going to feel like people are looking at you in that way of like, whoa, her inner light radiates. You won't feel that, right? And now, as I have been on this spiritual journey of healing and integration and coming into recognition of these very temporal wounds and elements of divisive energy that has fractured my own energy field and sense of self, as that shores up. And I come into this place of witnessing the parts of myself that carry some wounded energy or some self-protection that's not gonna, I don't know that's ever gonna like fully melt away from my human identity. It's a part of the experience that I've had this time around. However, I'm recalibrating so that my primary identity seems to be more and more and more aligned with higher truth of my wholeness and the eternal part of who I am, which is love, and love in a way that is not a threat, love in a way that has no opposite, love in a way that doesn't make me unsafe, love in a way that love doesn't feel like a risk. It feels like, a truth. Yeah. It feels like home. It feels like home. Yes. It feels like home. It feels like safety. Feels like I can breathe here, right? Feels like I was always meant to be here. There you are. All right. I think I'm going to leave it there.